Whether you're somebody who's new to traveling or already a seasoned traveler, we've all committed travel faux pas which had resulted in wasting money and an unpleasant experience. If you want to travel without any headaches and without spending more money than you need to, then we've got some tips and tricks that you might find useful. Whether you're aiming for a shorter holiday or fun time travel, these unique tips will help make your travels more memorable for all the right reasons. And in today's video, we're going to discuss travel hacks that you need to know not just for 2021, but beyond. Before we get into the video, don't forget to leave us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, as well as dinging that post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. The right time to visit. If money is no issue to you, then you can travel anytime you want. However, if you want to save money, then you should know when is the cheapest time to visit. People who work in the tourism industry know just how important seasons are. The higher the season, the higher the cost will be. And this even includes almost everything, from accommodations to food to transport and flights. Research about the first place and find out when the off-season is. Off-season is the time when there are less tourists and you get the best deals in terms of accommodations, food, and flights. This will help you save a significant amount of money, which you can end up using for future travel plans. Start out with cheaper countries. Nowadays, most flight search engines online have an option that allow users for cheap destinations to travel to. You don't need to travel straight away to places like the US or Europe. Heck, you don't even have to do what others do and opt for the most expensive destinations. In fact, you can travel to cheap destinations and stay there longer. Here, you can relax while traveling and not be in a rush and worried how much your travel expenses will add up to. One of the best ways to search for cheaper destinations from your location is through Google Flights. Learn how to spoof your location when booking tickets. A major factor in booking flights is regional pricing. The price of tickets can vary drastically depending on where you are. The trick will significantly apply to international bookings, and the trick is to book from quote-unquote fake locations so as to lower the price of the tickets. You can do this by using a VPN or virtual private network so that you can go to a different version of the airline's website. If you're from somewhere in Asia and you want to book a ticket to Paris, you should try booking from a different location such as South Africa instead of using a regional website. Try it, and you might see that there's a significant difference when it comes to pricing. Deleting browser cookies when booking tickets. Have you ever noticed that the flight's tickets keep getting more expensive the more you refresh the page? Well, you're not alone, and there's actually a reason for that. There's also something that you can do about it. The truth is that airline companies make use of your browser cookies so as to track what you're searching, and depending on the conditions and demand, flight ticket prices can be highly unstable. Now, what you can do is constantly delete your browser cookies whenever looking at ticket prices, or you can also use an incognito tab. Don't forget to get yourself travel insurance. A lot of people might think that travel insurance is just a waste of money, but trust us, it's not, especially during these times. It's something that you shouldn't and can't skip. It is the only way to be covered should an accident happen while you're somewhere far, far away. Of course, as much as possible, we want to be safe when traveling, but sometimes things just happen. This brings to mind an Australian who had a motorbike accident while vacationing in Bali, and due to the fact that she didn't have travel insurance, she ended up spending a lot of money. Aside from dealing with the physical agony of trying to recover from the injury, you can directly book through some of the most popular insurance travel companies in the world, such as TravelX and World Nomads. You also do have the option to book through a travel agency, but policies will differ and some of them might even cover items stolen during the trip and delayed flights. Find cheap accommodations. Who says you can always have to stay in expensive 4-star hotels to enjoy your vacation? There is an abundance of excellent places to stay in without breaking that bank. Hostels have been growing at a rapid rate due to the fact that more people are looking for accommodations that are not reasonably priced. If you think that hostels are for younger, hip people, or maybe it's just not your thing, don't worry, because there are plenty of other options. Airbnb is where you can find some of the most unique and best apartments for rent. And the nice thing about Airbnb is that you can prepare your own meals, which will help save you money. You can have the whole apartment to yourself and enjoy your own pace. If you have the budget, you can certainly book the more expensive hotels for a lavish experience. Booking.com is just one example of the many places where you can get hotels at excellent prices. Plus, they also offer discounts from time to time. Packing a lightweight suitcase for your travels. Your suitcase accounts for part give you a weight allowance, so when you have a heavy suitcase, it means that you can pack less things inside. The lighter the suitcase, though, the more items that you can pack inside. When you're flying on budget airlines, you'll be more conscious of this due to the fact that they have strict weight limits. Now, there is plenty of suitcases out there, so get one that fits your needs. Or you can also consider getting a large backpack. The latter is preferred if you need to move from one place to another every couple of days or so. Lugging around a heavy suitcase on travel is the last thing that you want to do when you're on vacation. Not only is it tiring, but it can also damage the wheels on your luggage. Do pack some snacks. We all know just how expensive airport food is. If you don't want to end up paying a fortune while waiting for your flight, you should remember to take along some tasty treats. Get some chocolate bars, finger foods, light snacks, trail mix, whatever fits your fancy. Keep in mind that you don't always want to carry more food than necessary due to the fact that will end up adding to your luggage weight. Don't pack too many shoes. Shoes are some of the bulkiest items to pack when you're traveling, so try to limit the number of shoes that you bring on the trip, especially if you don't have that much luggage space. What you can do is bring a nice pair of sandals that can also double as a great event-wearing and comfortable pair of walking shoes. Seriously, you don't really need more than 2 pairs of shoes. You might also consider completely foregoing the heels due to the fact that there is a chance that you won't be wearing them, especially if you're going to be spending a lot of time walking around. Opt for a nice pair of sandals instead, as you'll be more comfortable and you'll thank yourself for doing so. If you can't totally let go of heels, you should bring a low pair of heels that take up less space and weigh less. Stilettos are a definite no-no if you're planning to do a ton of walking or if where you're going has cobblestones or gravel pathways. Consider taking shoes that you can spend a whole day in, like Adidas, Ultra Boost, or Birkenstocks. They're very friendly on your ankles and toes, and you can spend a whole day walking in them without your feet dying. Also, while we're on the topic of luggage and packing, you should get yourself a luggage scale. Instead of getting surprised by how much your luggage weighs and paying a hefty fee, you should eliminate guesswork and just get a luggage scale. Seriously, they don't cost all that much and it'll give you a peace of mind. Additional luggage charges are no fun, and we all know just how much they end up costing, and the last thing that you want to do is waste your money eating like a local. One of the best things about traveling is that not only do you get an opportunity to meet new folks, you also gain a new perspective and treat your palate to new and exotic flavors. You should never forget to eat like a local, and don't be afraid to try out street foods at street stalls because that's where you get the most authentic flavor. Follow the locals and go where they go. They know where the good places are, and you'll be pleasantly surprised at all the great things that your tummy will be treated to. You can have a heavy lunch because prices for the same order are normally cheaper at lunch compared to dinner. Use local public transport or rent to save money when on your destination. Traveling like the locals not only allows you to see the real city through the eyes of the people who live there, but it's also a great way to save some money, and it's especially helpful for those who are on a budget. Most metropolises today have excellent public transports with metros, buses, subways, international trails, and much more, which allow you to get from one place to another in comfort and safety. Not only are they much cheaper than taxis, they're just a lot faster too. Plus, you get the chance to mingle with locals. It's kind of like taking a mini adventure of sorts. Another amazing and sometimes just as equally cheap way to get from one place to another and even around a city is to rent a self-driving mode of transport. There's bikes, scooters, or even cars, and most travel destinations provide tourists with various options. So, do you have any other travel hacks to add? Let us know in the comment section down below, as we would love to hear from you. Also, if you like this content, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also ding that notification bell so you never miss another update from us. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.